Yes, bro. 2 years ago, I was 18, dropped out of high school with a little marketing agency. I basically started online business. I thought it was a big shot. I dropped out of high school, moved out of my parents' house thinking that I was the biggest shit ever. I ended up failing that business. And then some things happened in the middle that I'm going to tell you about right now that got me to where I am right now in a penthouse in Warsaw, living life. Had just finished the meetup right now with the boys, have a 12K Rolex on my wrist, being able literally, if I wanted to, literally to travel every single week, every single month of the year because I can and because I can keep making money while traveling. Okay. You might be asking, you're a student, you're somebody that working, that you're somebody from, I don't even know where the fuck you're from, bro, right? But you're there and you're wondering, like, how do I actually achieve this, right? And how do I actually make this type of money? How do I actually travel the world? How do I actually find guys of basically like-minded brothers? And and I kid you not, guys, it all comes down to one thing. It doesn't care whether you're the hardest working. It doesn't care what I don't care. Nobody cares whether you're the hardest working, whether you're the person that has the most results, you're the smartest, whatever. All these things are not important. The number one thing that is important when it comes to connecting with people, when it comes to achieving these results, when it comes to living this type of lifestyle, is literally your confidence, your delusion of yourself being able to achieve whatever you want. All the guys that I know, all the guys that actually have succeeded and have achieved things are is because in that moment for the things that they were doing, they were so delusional that they knew they would succeed, even though it might have seemed impossible. Like Elon Musk, with the I think it's called SpaceLink or Starship, something like that. He had these rockets that he was shooting in space, and he had like four failed attempts, lost millions of dollars, four failed attempts. Everybody was against him, all the newspapers, everything was against him to actually succeed. But at the fifth, because he kept on going, he kept on being relentless, then he actually succeeded. Same thing with Hernan Cortez. Hernan Cortez went to Mexico with 500 Spanish men, and he said to the guys, burn the boats. We are not going back home until we conquer this fucking place. Do you understand, guys? What is in common of all these different people? Literally the delusion that they can make it, that they can achieve it. Literally. It's not if you're the best, it's not if you're the smartest, it's not if you're the most hardworking. It's the fact that you really, truly in yourself think you have what it takes to achieve that. So you got to look yourself in the mirror and ask, do I have what it takes to achieve my dream life? Do I have what it takes to become the person that I want to be? And if the answer is no, then and you're wondering how to get there. You're fucked up right now in your mind and you're thinking, damn, I have no motivation. I'm not confident in myself. Why would I be, And even there, I say same thing, bro. Look in the mirror, look to yourself and be like, okay, I'm not confident in myself. Why is that? Why is it that I'm not confident in myself? Because I don't get results because I'm not confident in myself. But I'm not confident in myself. That's why I don't get results. And then you look yourself in the mirror and you see somebody who's fat. You see somebody who doesn't take care of himself. You see somebody who every single day works, I don't know, 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, puts zero effort in the work you put. You just do it to get the hours, to get that paycheck at the end of the month. Or you don't work and you just stay at home scrolling TikTok and watching OnlyFans. You literally need to self-analyze right now every single day of your life. You need to self-analyze every single action you take, and you got to ask yourself, is this thing that I'm doing right now bringing me to my future self? Because the main thing that I'm talking about right now is, how did Elon Musk, how did all these people get to the delusion of them being thinking that they can do anything? It's because their mindset makes them think that they can do anything, right? And it seems pretty simple to say like this, but why do they have this mindset? It's because they take actions that the person that succeeds in whatever they want to succeed would take, right? So if you're a guy working in a normal job, working in a warehouse, and you take the actions of every other guy that works in a warehouse, where do you expect to go? Right? Well, if you're somebody who is working in a warehouse, but then take actions, comes back home, reads self-improvement books, reads sales books, networks with like-minded people, goes in places with other like-minded people, and actually levels up with them and talks about serious stuff, and actually gives value without expecting anything back, and actually seems interested and gives attention to people that know that will elevate him, there's no comparison, right? And the main phrase here is If you're not where you want to be, it's because you're not taking the actions that the person that you want to be would take. If the person that you want to be, and I literally don't stress this enough, guys. You need to micro analyze every single thing you do in the day and be like, oh yeah, I scroll on TikTok an hour a day. Yeah, I don't think my future millionaire self would do that, right? Or oh yeah, I go and eat junk food every single day. I don't think that this ripped version of myself would do that, right? Because that's the only way you're gonna get to where you want to get to and get to that level of delusion. Because you're never gonna get to a level of delusion if you don't believe in yourself enough. And the only way to believe in yourself enough is to start taking the actions that the person you want to become does on a day-to-day basis. Because once you start taking those actions, you will have pride in yourself, you will believe in yourself, you will think that you can actually achieve these things because you're already doing the successful things that the successful guys are doing. Thus, you're going to start thinking of yourself as a successful person and as a person that can achieve anything. And boom, that's where you get to the levels that I talked about before as the person that can achieve anything that he sets his mind into. But if right now your mindset is fucked, right now you just don't believe in yourself, it's because you're not taking the right actions, right? God rewards bravery but condemns inaction. Remember this phrase, guys, or the universe or whatever the fuck you believe, right? It's really something on you, right? But for me, God rewards bravery, like taking action, showing that you're putting in the work, showing that you are doing the things that the person that you want to become is doing, and you're condemning inactivity, meaning you're not staying all day inactive, you're not indecisive in your thoughts. You take a decision and you stick by that decision and you stick to your word as a man, right? So this is pretty much the most important part, boys. And once you learn this is how I got to where I am right now because I was delusional. And every single venture that I did, I was so delusional that I would believe that I would hit 10K, 15K a month that I actually did, right? And then, of course, I'll tell you more about like how exactly I did it, what business model, even though it's not a business model, but that's for another video. But first things first, you got to fix what's up here. Once you fix what's up here, then we're going to talk about the vehicle to use. Because if you are a drunk driver, right, and you go and ride in a car, the car is going to crash. Well, and this is basically the warehouse guy that does all the wrong things. Well, if you're somebody who knows how to drive and is clean and is focused, the car is going to go to where you want to go, right? You need to become the type of person that can drive that vehicle, and then you can drive that vehicle. And then I'll tell you about the vehicle to drive to actually achieve your goals. But this is the number one thing, super important. So yeah, boys, I'm gonna keep on with my meetup since we're gonna be doing some other things. I'm gonna do a vlog also. A vlog is gonna be releasing on YouTube on the Warsaw event. And yeah, guys, hope you appreciate it and actually saw value in this video. See you in the next one.